Hey everybody, what is up? My name's Mackenzie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We are husband and wife, and we'd like to welcome you to TerreDice.
And today we're going to give you 5 tips on how to get your girlfriend to play games with you.
Okay, so girlfriend is a little bit clickbaity, so thank you for clicking. But what we really mean is anyone that you have a hard time getting to play games with you, or you want them to play games with you. Now this could be your boyfriend, your best friend, your younger sibling, your older sibling, your grandma, like anyone that you want to be able to play games with you. All these tips, or as we like to call them, the 5 T's, they're gonna help. So if that sounds like something you need, then just keep watching.
Alright, so the first T is one that I had to learn the hard way, and that is timing. It is not always the appropriate time to be like, hey, you want to play a 4-hour game?
This is where most people fail with the first T. Yes.
Yes. So I cannot stress how important it is to get your timing right. What that means is plant the seed. Be like, hey, I would love to play a game with you. And do you have a night this week that works, or a day this week? Figure out, does this person just crash after 7 p.m. and not want to do anything? Probably not a good time to play games. But find out the time of day that works best and plant that seed and be like, let's play a game later.
We really have a rule in our house that we do not play games after 9 p.m.
Especially not new games.
New games especially, because I am not there for it. I will not enjoy the game. It will not be a pleasant experience. And I actually like playing games in the morning, so we'll tend to learn new games first thing in the morning on the weekends. I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
So find out what that person and when they are in the best mood to learning new things, and that timing is really going to help you. For number 2, we have theming. So that's the second T. So theming, we're all about theming. We like a good theme. And that is doubly important when you're trying to get someone to play a game with you, because you are much more likely to get them to play if they are interested in the theme. So what do they like outside of games? Do they like farming? Do they like cats? Do they like dogs? Do they like wine? Do they they like wizards? What are they into? Because literally there is a theme for everything. Literally. So and then maybe present 3 choices to them. That's what we like to do. Be like, hey, I was thinking we could play a game do you want to play one about cats? Da, 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 da. You know them best. So find a theme that they gravitate toward, and I promise success is going to be a lot more favorable for you.
I think an important kind of downside and trade to that is you have to be okay with just not playing, exactly the game you wanted to play sometimes. So if you have I really want to play Dominion, but they don't like medieval games, you might have to go find another deck builder that is more fun and kind of works for your partner, the person you want to play games with. The third T in this list is teaching. So the part where you sell the game, where you sit down and be like, okay, this is what we're playing and this is how you play. It is so crucial that you get that right. So that means learn the rules ahead of time. Be prepared to teach it in the most structured form, so it's very clear to understand. It helps when the game has a good rule book. You can just kind of follow that structure for teaching it.
Please tell them how to win first. They say, welcome to such and such game. You win the game by doing da-da-da. Because that is that's how I grasp the rules the rest of the time.
Yeah.
And you win.
Yeah, and then try to start playing as quickly as possible.
Yes.
So try to just get to the part where you start having fun. That means that, maybe they're prepared to lose. Maybe it's, they're not going to know all the rules right away. I think that's okay, so long as you frame hey, I just want to play this and have fun with you.
New players really like that practice turn. So if that's just getting the overview very briefly and just working your way through that first turn, it's going to be a lot more enjoyable experience. Don't just have them sitting at the table while you read out the whole rule book to them.
And be prepared to restart after that practice turn.
And be prepared to answer questions, because odds are, they're probably not paying attention to the first teach. So just be cool with answer questions throughout of it. All right, so number 4 is also important. Wow, all these are so important. Time commitment. How long is this game? If you are trying to get this person to play games with you, you want it to be not a big time commitment, because they're taking.
At least not at first.
Not at first. When you're first trying to get them to play, you want to start with something short, something brief, something to the point. Time commitment is also crucial, important. I would say 30, 45 minutes tops. Maybe even less for those first games.
Number 5 on this list is one I feel maybe doesn't even have to be mentioned, but it should. It's thankfulness. I just, be so thankful that this person took time out of their day to do something, play something that was like not their favorite thing, because we're all busy. We all have tons of stuff that we have to do that's in the back of our mind. And for them to take time to do this, you need to be thankful. You need to be patient when you're teaching the rules, when you're playing the game, and just be like, I'm so glad that you're here playing this with me. This makes my day.
Yeah. And like have hope, because like we went through a lot of trial and error of like getting to these 5 steps, but Jonathan converted me. I was that girlfriend, wife that wasn't that interested in what we were playing. And now look at me. I'm telling you guys, and I run a board game channel. So you too can do this. But yeah, it's just all about like the right theming, right games, like all the 5 T's. If you follow those, you're going to be a lot more successful, and you won't have to force them to play. They'll truly want to play, and that's where it gets the most fun.
Yeah. If you're looking for good recommendations, everything around us is great for your first game. So
yes, and speaking of that, we just released part 4 for Best Board Games for Couples, so you can go and check that out right after this. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We hope you found this helpful. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know whenever we put out a new video. And we'll see you next time.
Happy playing! And today we're gonna give you, I'm sorry, my diction is just horrendous. I need to become a modern Netflix TV actor.
I am a mother pheasant plucker. I pluck mother pheasants.
There once was a fisherman named Fisher who fished for some fish in a fissure.
Betty bought some butter, but said she, this butter's bitter. When I put it in my batter, it makes my batter bitter. So 'twas better Betty bought a bit of better butter, so that her batter was no longer bitter.